I want to talk about why you aren't getting sales on your private label product and what mistakes you need to avoid when you're starting your first product, okay? I've had 2 people in the last 24 hours to ask me to take a look at their private label products, see why they're not selling, and I am seeing the same problems over and over again. And the problem is that people do not differentiate their products. They are selling the same products that everybody else in their product category is. So even though they choose product categories with low competition and high sales, nobody has a reason to pick their product, the brand new one with no reviews, no sales history, over the product that's already selling really well because they didn't give anybody a reason to buy. When you're picking a private label product, this is really the key to this whole video. You need to be able to give me or yourself, you need to have a list of 3 to 5 bullets of why your product is better than the competition and is going to compel people to buy. That's the key word. You need to have a list of reasons that will compel people to buy your product over the competition. Let's talk about reasons. Let's talk about things that don't work when it comes to differentiating your product, because I see these a lot. The first one is, man, Adam, I'm gonna sell my product cheaper, like it's gonna be less money. People are gonna try and save as much money as they can. That is the dumbest differentiation strategy ever. Because one, you're probably not going to get sales because you're going to have to really discount your product for people to care enough to actually come to your listing instead of to the next guys who's already got all these sales going. And 2, if you lower your price, you are going to start a price war. And the guy that starts losing sales, believe me, he's going to start lowering his price, and next thing you know, nobody is making money. It's really a terrible, terrible way to try and make sales. It might work for a month, but it's not going to work for long term. Okay, it's a really bad way to go. Do not do that. Don't tell me or anybody else that's your strategy. Another thing that doesn't work. I see a lot of people saying, "Yeah, I'm just gonna make a new color. I'm gonna make a new color." That is not going to work either. In 95% of cases, a new color isn't going to work. The best kind of products you can start on Amazon are stuff people are. So this is why the best kind of products out there are stuff people are searching for, and there are no good products to really meet their need. Okay, I have a private label product that I'm working on, and I know it's a good private label product because I've read the reviews on every single one of my competitors. I know that they all have this one issue that hasn't been fixed. Okay, they've got good reviews, but they have one issue that hasn't been fixed. So I'm coming into the market. It will be done producing either this week or next. I will be done manufacturing this product. But this product fills the need that nobody else is. In fact, you can type in the first 2 words of my search, like the first 2 words in the search bar for my product, and it will autofill to a bunch of different things people are searching for. My product fits 2 of those auto-filled suggestions, and I have the only true product that meets those 2 search terms. Okay, those 2 things people are searching for, I will have the only product that truly matches that need. Okay, there will be nobody else. And that is how I know I have a good product, because people are already searching for that stuff and nobody has delivered. So back to the other part of the video. So differentiating by color doesn't work because I've got these gaming headphones right here. I just bought them. I had to bring it to you. I don't care if they're black, I don't care if they're red, I don't care if they're orange, I don't care if they're blue. I'd have bought every single one of those colors. That didn't matter to me in the slightest. Like maybe 1%, okay? Color doesn't sell 95% of products. It really doesn't. And on top of that, nobody's searching for that. Nobody's searching for gaming headphones, red gaming headphones, okay? Nobody's searching for that. And so people are not gonna organically find your product. that is a huge key to getting to being successful in Amazon, unless you want to just dump your product at the beginning. Just dump it, spend a ton on PPC, and try and get ranked well, which is a terrible, terrible strategy for your first product. So let's talk about differentiation that does work. So the first thing we talked about is read reviews. See if you can improve on a product, okay? See if you can improve on something that already exists. You should still be trying to go into a niche that has low competition and high sales, but if you can improve on a product based on the reviews, that's probably the first way to do that. The second good way to differentiate is to bundle. So let me give you a couple good examples of this. And a lot of my examples, let's say you're trying to sell a pot for cooking over a campfire. You like to go camping, and you want to sell a pot that you use to cook over a campfire pot. If you search that on Amazon, you're going to see a bunch of campfire pots, I'm sure, specifically designed for the heat of a campfire. Now, what could you bundle with a product to make it? Let me back up and discuss what the heck the point of bundling is. So the point of bundling is to take a product, increase its value by this much, okay? But only increase the price that you have to pay for it by a little bit, because most of the things that you'll bundle are only going to cost you $2 or $3 from China, maybe even less. And you're going to increase the value by a significant amount, but your cost is only going to go up a little bit. So let's go back to this whole campfire pot that you're going to use to cook your stuff when you're camping. Okay, so you've got this pot. What could you possibly bundle with this to add more value with adding very little cost to you, to get people to choose your product over everybody else that's out there? Okay, one product you could pair utensils, okay, cooking utensils, spatula, spoon, that are specifically designed to withstand the heat of a campfire, okay, that are also very easy to clean, because guess what? You don't got a lot of stuff to clean out there when you're doing camping, okay? That's one thing you could pair with it. What else could you pair with it? Maybe special cleaning equipment, because again, you don't have a lot of stuff when you're out camping to clean with it. So each of these products that I just talked about would cost you literally $1, maybe $2 to get from China, maybe $3, but you'd be able to increase the value of your product significantly for the end consumer. Would they rather just buy this cooking pot, or would they rather buy your cooking pot, which comes with a couple items that they are going to need anyways? They're willing to spend a little bit extra money on your item, and you're getting all the sales. So let's talk about more, examples of differentiation. Let's take, for example, let's say you were selling a router. This is probably something you'd buy wholesale, don't do a router private label. But if you bought a router wholesale, what could you pair with that? Maybe you could pair some Ethernet cables, 3 different lengths of Ethernet cables paired with this $150 router. So you increase your price by, that might cost you $2 to get those made in China, but you just increase the value for the end customer. And so, even if you were charging the exact same price as everybody else for your bundle, people would want to buy your product, and you would steal sales left and right from the competition, because you've just added just that little bit more value with almost no cost involved to it. I mean, you'd be adding $2 to your cost on a $150 router, but you'd be adding a good amount of value that people will want. I mean, what else would people want with routers? People might want computer mice. I don't know. Maybe they also need some other networking gear. What else? I mean, they also need other networking gear. So you'd have to do your research, figure out what makes sense to pair with other products that's going to add a lot of value. These obviously need to be products that work well together. Do not try and pair products that don't work well, that are way out in left field. That's going to be a stupid strategy. So I'm actually going to talk a little bit about my private label product now that I've done that, because I'm sure you guys are kind of interested in what I'm doing here. So this private label product, I did my research on a couple months ago. It's been a real slow process because I've been taking way too much time. But a reason why I'm so happy, I'm like I'm pretty happy about how this is gonna turn out is because I actually took my sample. I took my sample from my manufacturer and I was like, okay, I have never ever sold a brand new product on Amazon. I wanna send it into them just to make sure I don't have any problems with the listing. You know, make sure I have no problems, they don't have any issues with it. And my goal, my plan was just to have somebody I know buy the product, I could get it back and make sure the whole process goes smoothly. Here's what really happened. So I sent this product in to Amazon and I just wanted to get it out quick. I had garbage photos, no sales, no reviews, and like 2 lines on my description. It was garbage listing. No back-end keywords to search for. And guess what? Even with all that, I got the product in and it sold to a real customer within like 3 hours of it being there. With all these things working against it, my product sold within 3 hours. Because I had done the research correctly. You know, I knew that people were searching for these terms that nobody was feeling they needed. And so as soon as somebody searched for one of these terms, first person to search for this term probably saw my product and they bought it because it met their need and nothing else did. So I hope this gave you guys a little bit more research. You guys need to differentiate, and most importantly, you need to have a list of 3 to 5 compelling reasons. Not I got a new color, legitimate, compelling reasons that you can explain to somebody as to why they would buy your product over somebody else. You need to be able to move customers with your strategy here. If this helps you out, guys, if you're looking to go into private label, like my video and subscribe. I am dropping this content every day on this YouTube channel.